Hello. Oh, okay. Comfortable. So I think people generally say that fashion is pain, but I think fashion should be comfort too. Very important. Very, very important. Yes, I am. I actually did not know that you could do this full time. I thought you could just do it by the side. So I didn't know that. As a child, yes, I loved children as a child, so I didn't know you could do development, or there was something that you could, you could make impact and make money. So yes, I am. Ishako Buba. Because, my first IDP camp experience, I met Ishako Buba. And our first meeting was strange because I was facilitating like a class, and so my back was against the class, and I turned towards the board. Somebody threw stone and stoned me in class. It was a difficult experience. He gave me the hardest time. He was like this big boy in school. Everybody followed him, that kind of thing. But as the weeks went by, we just began to develop a relationship, and I just began to ask him questions, and we just began to talk. A young boy, and I realized that his mindset had been framed from his experiences. And you know, I wish I could do more for him than I did then, even though what I did then was a lot of impact. After the project, I went to see his family. I saw his parents, his siblings, you know, and I wanted to do something more, you know, than him just, after primary school, he was going to start trading and become a trader and start riding motorcycle, like start this motorcycle transportation. And he was just a young boy. I think he was 15. He was 15 and in primary 6. So I wanted him to see beyond what he had experienced. When I asked him, what do you want to be in future? He said he wants to go to Waru. And the camp was at Wasa. Waru was the next bus stop after Wasa. Like, it was still a village. It was not even town. It was not Wutsi. It was not Ludbe. So, and that was his dream. So, he had a lot of potential. He had natural leadership skills. He was intuitive, he was proactive. So I felt like there was more, but I tried to do more, and I wish I could have done more too, but no, I don't want to go back to law school. No, no, I'm so glad I'm done with school. No, I don't want to do that again. My life is perfect. I love it. To be honest, I've always had this thought that I don't want to live an ordinary life. So even as a child or as a young person, I didn't just want to come to this world, go to school, give birth to children and die. So I wanted to do something beyond living an ordinary life. I wanted to do something that would stand the test of time. I wanted to do something that would count, even when I'm gone, or even for eternity. So I think the concept of not living an ordinary life, and yeah, I think that's what motivates me the most. I call it ambitious for a selfless cause. So naturally, I am somebody that is a go-getter, and I am quite persistent and resilient. And okay, let me just answer the question. Let me not go too deep, actually. So I think people will just think that I am, maybe they'll think that I do too much. Maybe in terms of my work, maybe I do too much, or I overdo it. But it's just me. It's just me, actually. So I was saying that I would give perspective. At home, if my parents tell me, wonderful, just take care of the kitchen or something, I would go ahead and take care of the entire house, cook breakfast, lunch and dinner, and take care of everybody. So it has just always been me. I would always go the extra mile. It's a good thing, but it can also be misunderstood. Thinker, even overthinker actually. Because sometimes I overthink, and I overthink and I'm trying to make everything perfect when you can just do and then you can get better and perfection comes along the way, right? So I would think about things. I would sometimes overthink my relationship with people. It has to be a thinker. Yeah. That's a difficult question. And the reason why it is difficult is because I have learned a lot from people, like in AREAi, in terms of ranking. Prince, Mr. Charles, Okwe, Mr. Michael. Mr. Michael, Okwe, Mr. Michael and Okwe. Yeah. I've learned leadership and people management and a lot of leadership, people management, and career growth from Prince and Mr. Charles. I've learned work ethics, emotional intelligence from Okwe and Mr. Michael. I've learned intuition from Mr. Michael, and I've learned patience, intuition. I've learned managing your own emotions or managing a situation from Mr. Michael. He does it excellently well. He just like he does it excellently well. I won't even lie. And I've also learned communication and courage from Okwe. Mr. Charles! It has to be Mr. Charles. Yes, every time. Mr. Charles always cheers me up. Like, I personally feel like Mr. Charles gets it. And maybe I feel that way is because beyond him being my boss, he's also my friend, actually. If you ask him now, you say, who's your friend? You might be for me, but actually, he's actually my friend. And he loves me very much. He will not say it, but he shows it. So, when I've had like difficult times at work, when maybe I don't know how to navigate something, he always comes through, and it has been amazing. I don't know what to say. I like the way we treat every staff with respect and reverence, and there is this culture of everybody is appreciated, everybody's input is seen and applauded, and everybody is spoken to with respect. So I've worked with other organizations where people have an hard time because there's usually this energy at work, like I'm trying to explain. I don't even know if it is a culture, but it is something I really appreciate. Even when I was a PIF, when I was a fellow, there is no condescending. Nobody speaks to you in a condescending manner. Nobody's shouting at you. You're not coming to work and you're having blood pressure. So the work environment it's really cool. It's friendly. It's youthful. There is room for you to express yourself. There is room for you to grow. There is room for you to have ideas and have them implemented. Okay, as long as they are in line with our scope of work and our, what we do. Yes, I think I really like that. 40, because I feel like my life would always mean more. I'm not just living, like I said, I'm ambitious for a selfless cause. So anything work, like anything rigorous work, I would have liked to retire by then and focus my energy on things that would count, things that would make more meaning here. Not like I'm not making meaning now, or I'm not doing things now, but by 40, I should have wind down and be doing other things, yeah. Or maximum, if life wants to be life, maybe 50. Thank you for having me.